Happy Friday, everybody. The camera person told us we have to be closer, so I'm kind of excited about this. You know, the reason I have Brian on this Friday video is I needed somebody older than me and uglier than me, and ba-bam, he qualifies. Brian is the COO of the company, and he makes sure that actually everything happens for our dealers. He makes sure that, firstly, everything ships out on time, make sure overrides get paid, make sure everybody gets paid, make sure that the heat's working, everything. Now, the interesting fact you didn't know about Brian, he was one of the early employees of a company called Starving Students. Yes. And Starving Students was a moving company. So Brian's going to tell us a little bit about doing that startup, which became a massive company, and how we can compare it to Lake, and just tell us a little bit about your life. Well, I'm bored. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I will tell you, working in the moving industry was an interesting adventure, because you have a lot of people that are in dire need of moving services. You have a lot of staff members, the trucks, there's so many variables. And actually, I'm only 28 years old, and with the white hair and stuff, that caused that. But in any event, it gave me an opportunity to learn how to deal with multiple things all at one time. And I was very successful at it. I'm very proud of the work I was able to do, keeping employees and making customers happy. Fast forward now to Lake Industries.
Whoa, time out. Anyway, I was interrupting Brian. He wanted to move on to Lake Industries, but I want to know more about Starving Students, because I'm so fascinated how quickly that company grew. So when you started, how many trucks were there?
We just had one truck.
One?
Yep, it started with one truck. And then it was through word of mouth and networking and everything else in Southern California. Literally within about 2 months, there was a second truck, and then
Wow.
it just been...
And do you remember how many trucks you had at the maximum?
At the peak, we were at about 225 trucks.
Holy crap. So you could say in theory your business multiplied 225 times from day one.
Yeah.
The big question I have in my mind, which I'm not going to ask Brian, is why the hell he hasn't done that for Lake Industries. Anyway, I interrupted you, and you were going to talk about, you now got to Lake Industries, no longer with Starving Students.
What's interesting is that the focus is still our customers, and that happens to be you. Without you, we have nothing. So it's imperative that every single day we perform at a level that not only meets your expectations, but exceeds it. Because honestly, there are options out there, and at the end of the day, we want to keep you, your family, and that's what you do for family, is you take care of each other every day, regardless of the circumstances.
Wow, that's almost goosebumpy. I couldn't have said that better myself. See you next Friday.